Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me once again. I'm your host, Derek Lane. Another edition of the Fast Lane, your podcast for success. I'm appreciative that you've joined me again this week for another topic. Let's talk about serendipity. A little obscure topic, a little uncertain in a lot of ways. A lot of people confuse serendipity with luck. There's some people that think they have stark differences. There's a lot of people that say they're the same. I believe there is a gray area that can intermix, but let's talk about it nonetheless. Serendipity. The dictionary defines it as events that have enhanced our lives somewhat through accident. Okay, I'll give it that. Finding value in things that are not looked for or sought after. All right, I'm good with that too. It is the things that are more attracted to you, the positive things that are attracted to you in your life. We can all agree that if you look around, there's a bunch of negative things that are constantly being thrown your way. It's harder to find the positive things. But if I think that we just look at the things that are going on in our life, I think there's a lot more positive than most people would believe on a day-to-day basis. The fact that you're here, you're listening to this podcast, well, heck, that's a great sign. But the fact that we're here, we're experiencing life, we enjoy being around other people, we look forward to things, we derive pleasure through accomplishments, through certain events and acts. That is a positive. That is a positive. I will quote Nikola Tesla. He said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, you will need to understand frequency, vibration, and energy. I think Tesla was an expert on energy. The things that he understood and developed and created and, discovered would be so far ahead of anything that's happening right now had it not been suppressed. Yes. You take a look at Ben Franklin. Ben Franklin didn't invent electricity. No one invented electricity. Electricity is here. He discovered electricity. With the whole kite and the key and that whole scenario there that he did. He had proven that electricity, can be harnessed. It's there. So the people like Tesla and Edison and so on and so forth set out to develop ways to do this. Edison took the energy and turned it into a profit, turned it into a business. Tesla wanted to make energy free. And in some regards, he did that. It just was suppressed. So, energy around the world. But we have energy, and that's just the point I'm getting to, is that you are energy. You're made up of energy. That's what you are. You are a ball of energy. Okay, your vehicle is your body. We get that. Your body is made up of, mostly water. Okay, we get that. So the frequencies and the vibrations that come into play with the energy, those things help you determine the more positive effects of your life, the more positive outcomes of your life. Okay, natural frequencies that we should be tuning into, like the 432, the 528 hertz, that's the natural frequencies that the earth vibrates at. Okay, So tuning into that helps raise your overall vibration and your frequency, puts you on the right path, one of positivity. Now, I like music. I like, I'm a sucker for some AC/DC, some Van Halen, what have you. But these frequencies aren't in tune with natural harmonious frequencies. Schubert, Mozart, things like that are more in tune. Yeah, maybe it's not as sexy, but it does lift your vibration. It does lift your frequency. Resonant frequency, that is the frequency at which an object or another person vibrates. That's their speed, where they're at. So being able to connect to resonant frequency, getting on someone's wavelength, getting into the object's frequency, okay, there's something to that. Now, getting back to serendipity, there's no such thing as fate. I don't believe. I believe that we make our way, we make our path, and that's what we always talk about on the program, is your path to success and how to elevate your path and make your success more clear to reach it easily or more easily. There's always going to be obstacles. That's just the nature of the world. But if you project these obstacles as just minuscule little bumps and instead of mountains that you have to hurdle, that's the secret. You can choose the obstacles and how to defeat them. They'll pop up time and time again because there's so many influences out there. There's so many other people, so many other frequencies and vibrations. You stay tuned to your vibrational frequency and a higher level of energy, and you will dissipate the majority of that negative energy. You'll sidestep it, you'll crush it, you'll get it out of the way, whatever the case may be. But you will do that. Okay? Think about it. This is what I want you to do. I want you to think about in your life what affects your happiness. What affects your happiness? What does it take to make you happy? Are you just naturally a downer? You're always thinking of the worst? Are you just naturally nothing ever works out? It's a fight, it's a struggle. The struggle is real. You may even have a t-shirt that says it. The struggle is real. Okay, get rid of that crap. Get rid of that crap and replace it with love and affection and wanting the best for people around you. Sometimes you got to let go of yourself. Sometimes you got to let go of what's in you in order to serve others. And that's what we're here for, to make this world a better place. If this world was just for you, you would get bored in a hurry. You would not need to know anything, learn anything. See, that's what we do. We learn. Just when you think that, hey, I'm a pretty smart guy or a pretty smart girl, and then you're hit with a dose of, oh, yeah, wow, I wish I'd have known that a long time ago. So there's always things to consider, to ponder, to reflect on. How can my life be better? But getting back to what I just asked you to do, what affects your happiness? Again, you know me, pencil and paper. Write it down. Write down the things in your life that would it take to make you happy. And then realize it is all goals that you've set in front of yourself, and you've set limitations, and you've put up roadblocks to happiness. Because, see, you can be happy right now. You can be happy right this moment, no matter what's going on. I know there's a lot of people with a lot of problems. Health, loved ones, relationships, whatever it is. I get that. But what's going to make it better? And it's always something in the future. It's always something out there in front of you that you've got to tackle and accomplish before I can be happy. Well, let me tell you this. Be happy now and still go out and achieve those things. You'll be even happier. Okay? So choose to be happy now. It does matter. And so once you choose to be happy, once you choose that I'm not going to wait, I'm not going to procrastinate on my happiness, I'm going to make my happiness mine, I'm going to make it now. Guess what? Serendipity. Around a lot of corners. Being serendipitous is because you've chosen happiness. You've chosen higher frequency, higher resonation. Maybe I said that wrong. Anyway, your higher frequencies, higher energy levels, resonance. Maybe that's what it is. Okay. So think about this. And sometimes just listening, you may go, man, I don't really get that. I don't really get what he's saying. And I don't understand frequencies and vibrations and hertz and all that. Well, that's okay. That's okay. I mean, if you want to look it up, you can look it up. There's a wealth of knowledge out there. Again, if you don't know, look it up. You may just enhance not only your mental vocabulary, but just your overall creativity. It may spur things in you that you go, I can use that. I can use that this way, that way in my life, make my career better, make my relationship better. Make me better. Whatever it is. That's what we're doing every day. I don't care how old you are. Don't care where you've been. Don't care what you know. I just know wherever you are, you can always be a little bit better. Always be a little bit better. And what sales, I have to say it. Wherever you are, that's where you are. No matter where you are, that's where you are. That's what we have in this life. That's what makes me, you, Bill Gates, Mick Jagger, whoever. We all have one thing in common. We are where we are right now. We are where we are right now. So before you go and, your struggle seems to be because you're comparing yourself to your neighbor, to your friends, to some imaginary success guru, it's time to dump that. Just be you. Let you be happy. Let you thrive. And you share with others. Let you be the beacon for other people as well. If you haven't read the great book, The Celestine Prophecy by James Redfield, it's an older book, but I love it. What I read it 20 years ago. But the insights, and this is the book about insights. One of the insights is about the people that we meet, and it could be that we meet people come into our lives for a reason, and it's not always just to take from that person to garner information and whatever. Sometimes that person needs information from you. They need you. And nature is not capricious by any means. It will not ask you to give without giving. So the more that you give, the more that you're going to get. Understand that. Raise your energy level. Raise your